Welcome. WeArEuS, and it's about time. Stalker has been good to us, but it has honestly begun to wear on my nerves in certain aspects. If you've been watching the playthrough, you will understand. If not, why aren't you watching it? How did you end up here? What are you doing with your life that you found me? And will you keep doing it? You probably should, I'm just saying. But back to the matter at hand. I was enjoying the game. I will be enjoying it when I start playing it again. Probably. Except for those problem areas. But I'm going to put all of that aside. I cracked open GeForce Now in order to launch Stalker 2, and I came across this. Eternal Strands. All I know about it is some of the video that played on the Steam page after I went there immediately upon seeing it on GeForce Now, with the name of which I just said a moment ago. I bought it and 3 other games? Technically 4. I think I already had Sifu though. Anyway, no, I wouldn't have gotten Sifu because it was part of the deal. Anyway, times 2. I picked up this Windblown Ender Magnolias. Is it Magnolias or Magnolia? No idea. And there was, Atlas. And if you don't know what Atlas is, you probably aren't interested in what Atlas is offering. So, without further ado, let's begin. I, as usual, I don't always change the difficulty. Some games don't even have difficulty in the first place, but this does, and I'm going to go in hard as a rock. When we first born in the next era asked what we were willing to risk wrangling these capricious lands into hearth and home, our exploits
The
were
Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin.
I was to blame for that.
Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it has lived up to all I hoped it would be. Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began.
Thanks. What do you think?
When you told me that joining your band meant I'd see the veil, I wasn't picturing this.
No one's been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles. Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Veil's shadow for decades, but no one has found a route into it. Until now. You have no idea what I had to do to puzzle out this passage.
I definitely want to hear that story later.
My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow. I'll stay to oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition?
Really?
Of course. It's important for the other Weavers to see how you do in the field. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are.
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes. It should help us get our bearings before we start the search for the Strand Road. And if you make any discoveries, that will endear you to the band.
For sure. I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them.
I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous. Just steer clear of the tangles. Any questions before you head out?
The Strand Road?
A famous trade route into the Enclave that led straight to Denevron. The hub for bartering magical goods. Before the Surge, caravans used the Strand Road to enter and exit the Enclave with their goods. It's been completely submerged by tangles, unfortunately. Still, if we can get any closer to that passage, we will find rare artifacts lost in the Surge.
I know the scry is a standard device across Weaver bands, but my previous leader, Aaron, didn't really make use of ours.
He sent you on expeditions without it?
I mean, I wore the earpiece, but he didn't exactly stay close to the table at the camp while I was out.
That's incredibly dangerous. I'm surprised you're still alive.
Yeah. Anyway, mind explaining how it works in your Weaver band?
When you go on an expedition, you'll wear the earpiece, which allows me to communicate with you and give directions from the scry table. At the table, everyone will be able to watch your expedition and communicate with you as needed. The last, most important function of the scry is that it allows me to use magic to pull you back to camp when your life is in danger.
Right. That clears up anything I needed to know. I'll head to the watchtower.
Glad to hear it. You can head out then.
All right, we are finally, truly, on our way and on our own. I don't really know what to expect. I know it's an action adventure, so should be good, entertaining. But I don't know anything about the studio, so...
No visuals on the scry. Can you hear me?
I can. Some interference, though.
Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
I'm on it.
The veil. Even more impressive up close.
There we go.
Just this should magnify the enchantment, and
Tangles. Beautiful.
And deadly. Give them a wide berth.
You know, when they...
The closer you get to the veil, the thicker they'll become.
its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now.
You know, they mentioned the tangles, and I was positively sure it was something plant-like. At the very least.
Those could be their exports. You heard our quartermaster. Break them open.
Around here we break everything open.
That wall is completely frozen.
Lift and... Okay, so this is one of the core aspects of the game, the Weaver's Grasp. It's basically part of the... It's basically magic that is... How do I explain this? She has a magical cape. You see the glowing thing on her back in the video? It lets her do this. There. It's funky, but it is a serviceable explanation. Weaver's Grasp lifts and moves objects and creatures. Yes, and creatures. A purple aura marks valid targets, while those marked red are too heavy for the current level of the strand. To prepare the strand, hold LT to prepare the strand. Hold right trigger to cast. Release right trigger to throw it forward.
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the veil.
See those glowing bulbs? Infernal alliums. They combust when broken. So, if I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
Brilliant!
And
Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
set the world on fire, apparently. Guys, did you know that plants don't like fire? So how exactly am I supposed to move forward? Oh, okay. Oh, good. What do you mean I can't? Oh, right. As you might have seen, if you were watching, we have a lower max health as a result of this being hard difficulty. And... okay. And tonics heal for less. Half.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Knowing the watchtower's relative position
Specifically.
establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave's surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition.
The only question is, how in the world... yeah. Beautiful. Sexy, even. Like a titty just a little bit too big for the bra.
I've never seen anything like it.
Darn's right about it being a living mineral. I can feel it humming with magic.
Wait, I'm losing...
Aurea?
Bring connections back.
Well, it's not like the thing can fit through
Is
there.
that a drake?
Yeah.
Pulling you out. breath. I knew this was a bad idea.
We can't extract you.
Dharm, fix it. And Lane, have tonics on standby for her return.
What about fall damage? And then, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. No dog likes were no dog likes were injured in the making of this particular comedic. I don't have a good word for whatever this is. Skit? Interlude? There we go. Oh. Alright, let's do this then. Right button. Why is it on right button?
Head out of the cave so we can get our bearings.
It really should be on the left shoulder button. On the right shoulder button, it feels weird. There we go, come on. And we got nothing for our trouble. Noted. I should probably get another controller. By another, I mean a new one. Oh god, it's tempting me. But I know nothing drops from it, so I'll just move on. So we can't go back and, well, it's everywhere, so I don't necessarily need to go back to collect some. This guy was over here taking a dump in the bushes while his buddy was being bullied. Sir, I need you to simmer down. So we're really going to do this now? No, they're going to pull her out. Like a sword of Damocles. Damocles? So just, we do a small bit of domestic terrorism and then we just fly off, huh?
For the love of...
I like that guy.
It's an ash peak drake.
Quick, your frost magic can cool a path.
Oh yeah, there's also this... There's also this thing where we can control elements. Seems like the worst is behind us
Don's
now.
still working on the scribe, but you need to keep moving. Lane, got anything from the map?
There should be a minor patrol path ahead that loops back to the watchtower. Oh, it runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it.
Aurea, that Drake's acting like...
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
I'll go back to unpacking the armory.
Stop that. Oh, so if you're carrying the max number of tonics, but you're missing some health, it'll automatically use it. Nice. That's... There we... He's just... There we go. That's got to be upsetting.
Nice work. Keep moving.
That has to be genuinely upsetting. Ice on your butt, ice on your face. It's cold, you can't see. It's hard to walk. You've been chosen, buddy. Bye-bye.
Damn it, Casmin was right. That Drake is rotting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It won't stop.
Skies, what do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast.
Hold LB and B.
Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
Wrong one. That's not it either. I don't like aiming precisely with a controller. That's what I'm using. Travel time, naturally. We do a little bombing. Forgot the whole targeting bit. There it is. That has to be upsetting. Oh, it just died under the weight of its own coffin. I gave a bug a coffin made of ice. That's how my day is going. Now. Okay.
If I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook should lead to the path guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
How? Sort of out of stamina here. Really?
Vitality tonics in your belt. Take a swig if you need it.
I'm going to tell you right now, I will not be using bows going forward. No, it was LB, that's right. Yeah. Never doing that again. Not if I can help it. I'm never using a goddamn bow. That's the wrong one. Uh-oh. See, that's not the way I envisioned that going. Oh, good, there are more. Might need to turn down the sensitivity. That one really flew, didn't it? I should... How many... Let's see if we can get those potions we left back there. I sure hope they didn't... Ah, good. Yeah, I said potion. Oh, nice. I said potion, not tonic. Get used to it. Okay, so now that we're not worried about dying around the very next corner, what lies beyond?
That Drake is never far behind. Just keep going.
Oh, right, the ice. It's fine.
That's the one. You're doing great, Bryn. Final stretch.
No real rush. Seems to be out just taking a leisurely stroll in the sky. So I'm just going to keep breaking.
That can't be an ark.
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the Veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still, you need to get... You've got to hold it off. We'll work on an escape plan.
Okay. Ice wall. Ice wall rapidly freezes water in the air to create chunks of ice. Useful for pinning foes of all sizes or creating ledges or bridges. For distant targets, aim at the furthest point and draw the ice closer. Okay, I see what you're saying. Could have used this a little earlier, but we're here now. brick. This thing is a menace. Ow. I wish I could do that. See, now this I could exploit.
If this isn't the strangest.
That's not great.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Pack up!
You're... What?
We're coming to you, Bryn. Follow that arc. We need to go, now.
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
That can wait, Dom. Aurea, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
That's what I need to address. While my wing recovers, Bryn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Bryn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and lived to tell the tale. I think we're in good hands.
Yes. I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
As long as we don't all die here first.
Our arrival was rocky, but I will do everything in my power to ensure our survival. If we avoid unnecessary risks, we'll be back on our feet in no time.
I'm glad you're taking this seriously.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Veil's shadow, we had no idea we'd end up here. The Enclave was once a safe haven for all weavers, and the pinnacle of innovation. Since the Veil went up, weavers took the blame for decades of war. Stories that put children to bed preached the evils of our magic, all because of what happened here. We owe it to ourselves and to our brethren across the Maida to find out not just what happened, but why. Maybe then, weavers can find our place in the world again. But first, survival. Bryn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
All right, I slightly embarrassed myself. I had some sun in my eye. My dog took my controller. Was chewing on it. That's what happened. We'll go with that one.
So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here. Still, it is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring. Promise to take it all in for me.
You must be devastated that your wing is holding you back.
I can't deny that my heart breaks at the prospect of being stuck behind the scry. But knowing I've found the right replacement helps. Besides, this wing won't keep me down for long. I'll be back out there soon enough.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, we need to get the lay of the land. Thankfully, Lane Free has an old map of the Enclave to help us get our bearings. It's 60 years old, pre-Surge. No chance it's accurate, but that's where you come in.
I'll update it as I go.
Exactly. We've made camp in what was once a way station for caravans entering the Enclave. Just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on the outskirts of the Enclave. I've scanned it from the overlook, and we've got 2 landmarks of note. A second loom gate, and what appears to be a giant statue, possibly an ark.
You can see it from here? Must be massive.
If either is functional, Dom will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger. The path is down by your tent.
I'll head out now.
All right, let's do a little bit of journeying. At least we don't have stamina here. Though she has a silly run animation. Nope, not just a run. Sprint animation. Positively silly.
I wonder how this arc managed to get us through the Veil.
By the looks of it, it was a one-way ticket.
The Enclave built many arcs and other magical constructs. I've never heard of one designed to repel Drake's breath, though.
You think we might find another ark that could help us escape?
Or possibly repair this one? It must be special somehow. As WeArEuS said, the arcs never left the Enclave, yet this one did.
We know as much as we can from looking at it. Time to start exploring if we want to find answers.
Alright, we have a map that is in no way useful. There we go. Okay, so we picked up a bunch of junk that we got out of busted boxes, but I guess we don't need to actually put any of it away. Which is good, because managing inventory sucks. I was just let in on a...
I've got you clear as a Sansa summer, Bryn.
No interference from the Enclave?
None. The connection is much stronger than outside the Vale.
That's reassuring.
I find this rather disturbing. Right. So, during the very short load screen, I was let in on this little secret. So apparently, there are enemies that can go invisible. However, invisibility ceases to work properly when they're exposed to cold. Incoming! Liquid steel injection. Really? It dodged backwards and we followed it the entire way. But didn't get the didn't get the hit. Spectacular vista. Well, the search clearly struck the Enclave hard. The map? Okay. Yep. Nope. Hey, no. It was my fault. See, I got hung up on the word map. I got a little ahead on the reading. And I'm still not sure, but I believe there was an S. And I was so busy thinking about that, rather than actually looking at it to find out if I was right or not. And I got hung up on it and missed the flavor text. Glowing chests contain rare looted materials and emit a soft sound that makes them easier to identify. Oh, I guess they meant that kind of a sound. Neat. I was just about to say, with whatever that musical instrument was that was playing a moment ago, I probably wouldn't be able to hear it. That's what I thought, at least. Transcript of a privileged conversation in Udea. Also, give me your goods. You know, I think this is an obvious case of if you're not in combat, this sprint should be infinite. I mean, that's the one thing Genshin. Did it get it right? I'm going to assume not. Anyway. Ooh, it got... Wuthering Waves got it right. Okay.
More arcs.
And they're clearly happy we're here.
Whoop.
Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
Well, at least I wasn't taking any damage. It was too busy trying to shoot through the ice, and the damage I was dealing was hitting it, so that's good. You can never be too certain that's the way things work, so I had to make sure. Because if I'm certain, I can make strategies around it.
Fresh water in walking distance of the campsite.
I'll set up a purifier for it and collect later.
Water-stained and frayed, yet the enclave paper was always so strong. Nice. Toilet paper required.
Point. What a beautiful view.
I wouldn't know, too busy breaking boxes.
Hydra's brook, a name for the spirit of water that flows.
Okay. That is exceptionally rude. Good Lord. Okay, yeah, that was very, very entertaining. See, I'm able to handle 2 enemies much better. Still not going great, but there we go. Down to 1 now. And crowd control the other one. I'm not particularly fond of the fact that you can, at least with cold, give yourself chip damage if you're not careful. All I'm doing here is just checking her sprint animation. The regular jog animation is kind of awkward, but at least it's not the sprint animation. Oh, right. Can I do... Yeah. Nothing is safe in my presence. Deforestation, here I come. Well, I mean, not really. Not unless I get a magic blade that just one-shots trees whole. I don't see deforestation ever happening here. Though I would like to try. What if you couldn't use your bow? Remember that thing I was saying about inventory management? Magic exists, and yet I have to put up with this nonsense? Okay, so... Yeah, I know what a codex does. Oh, that is the worst thing I have ever seen. I felt a visceral reaction to seeing this tiny inventory. That's upsetting. Actually, that one was green. I should have kept it. To the goddamn moon, huh? Alright. That one. Steel, obviously. Actually, I can take one of these. What the? Alright. Okay. Oh, this was a chest. Oh, Lord. So... Okay, I vaguely remember the way back to camp. Thank goodness I'm just so much faster. Although... You sure you want this? He saw ice and realized he wanted no part of this. And I'm glad. Because I don't really have a reason to kill him right now. I will on the way through, but that's later's problem. For now, loading screen.
Your tent. Might not be glamorous, but you can rest here when you're not gallivanting on expeditions.
Don't you dare call my expediting? That's not it. Don't you dare use gallivanting with such accuracy.
It's perfect.
Don't know about perfect. I could have done a better job if we didn't lose half our supplies when we passed through the Veil.
Seriously, I didn't have anything close to this in Aaron's band. Half the time I was lucky if I didn't sleep on dirt.
Yes, we get it. The man was bad. We get it.
Huh. That's unfortunate. I'll leave you.
So, like, what am I supposed to do with the garbage in my pockets? Like, very, very few pockets. Probably pawn them off on one of these losers. Equipment management. Gear equipped at Casman's caravan will be the loadout Bryn takes into her expeditions into the Enclave. Loadouts can be changed at any time at base camp, but cannot be swapped while in the field. No idea what that's for yet. Pretty sure I can guess what the point of her existence is. We do have metals, though, so... Crafting. Craft new arms and armor at the smithy. Each design uses a combination of different classes of material. Forged, carved, etc. Those materials are divided into slots. The top slot uses the most materials, but has the biggest impact on the item's stats. Materials have properties such as weight, resistance to heat, and so on, while also affecting color. Mix and match materials to create custom gear in both ability and looks. Some quests also require crafting. These live in their own category, but work the same. Provide the needed materials and craft the item to advance. Quest materials are only ever used for one recipe. Hey, we're not going to do that, though. I guess I have to find new ones. Okay.
Loom gates must need a massive source of magic to function. Instantaneous transit across hundreds of leagues.
Dom? Hello? Everything okay?
Bryn, you are going to check out the loom gate at some point, right?
I'm assuming he's referring to the thing that had the eye icon that I referred to just moments ago, in fact.
Yeah, of course. I'll get around to it.
Good, good. Why it refuses to function is a mystery we must unravel together. A priority.
Not worried about our survival in an unknown land filled with volatile magic like the others?
Details. There is so much to discover, survival will take care of itself. Or Casbin will insist it does, at least. So, our acting point. Is your heart racing at the prospect of traversing these lost lands?
No, we don't traverse, we gallivant.
Growing up in Carnhaven, my father told me stories about the Enclave as I fell asleep. It's crazy to think I'm living through what once was just a bedtime story.
Perhaps you'll even become one. We are the first band to cross the Veil in half a century.
I hope history gives our story a more flattering beginning. Not sure I want our tale to start with us tripping over each other as we run from tangles.
With the most daring point to ever live, Bryn of Carnhaven, no one will remember our wobbly entrance.
Thanks, Dom.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, something else is tugging at my attention.
Loom gates.
Loom gates.
What is the meaning of your codex compiling? All right. You back there. Currently useless like the rest of them. I had to set fire to this entire room.
Shouldn't we be trying to find a way out of here?
Focus on one thing at a time. It's all we can do.
What is there to focus on except that we're stuck inside?
Okay. I'm guessing this is the gate that the thing in the other room controls.
So this is a loom gate. It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit. Oh, imagine being able to travel leagues instantly. If only it were working.
There's no sign of damage. It just seems inert.
Deactivated, perhaps? Or simply lacking the energy such a powerful enchantment would need.
You'd know better than any of us. If we could get it working, though.
Oh, the possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we whisked around the Enclave. Metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
You're cute together. It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of their work with one another.
Who could have it the other way?
After being together for 7 years, we're bound to have something in common.
Come, my love. There must be something in the archives.
Just make sure to clean up in there when you're done. So every time I come back here, it just sucks the stuff out of my pockets. How long have we been going? Click the wrong thing. Okay, so it has been an hour and 12 minutes, and I've got other stuff to do. Primarily just goofing off for the rest of my time at home, and then eating, going to sleep, the stuff of Legends, naturally. So, unfortunately, that is where we're going to call it for today. It had a good start, very energetic, a lot of action, some embarrassment, but we don't really need to dwell on that part, okay? Just don't. Don't think about that. Think about the next episode, which will be, this is on Monday. I don't know why I'm uploading this on Monday. I could probably switch this to Tuesday. We'll see how things turn out. It probably, as I'm thinking about it now, it doesn't really make sense for it to go up Tuesday because that would be after Stalker, which would have to be uploaded on Monday then. But I started the video talking about Stalker as if I hadn't played it, so that would be weird, right? So it can't end that, it can't go that way. I'm going to have to upload this on Monday. So, as with the previous videos we've uploaded, well, previous games that we've uploaded 2 of at a time, they will be on alternating days. But the days themselves will be fixed after after this week for you guys. For me, this is all going to be happening next week. But for you guys, this week, Eternal Strands will be every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Stalker will be Tuesday and Thursday, which is great because right now I'm sort of at the I explained it earlier, so there's no reason for me to go into that again. I do welcome the reduced frequency of having to deal with the stuff that is involved with that particular game. Yet I find myself looking forward to playing it again. Man, it is good, even with its flaws. But that's enough jibber-jabbering for one video. Hopefully you guys come back for the next one. You know when it is, you know where it is. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.